Hey, welcome. Today, we are going to dive deep into a principle for personal transformation that really hinges on one single powerful question. And I mean it. Answering this one question honestly has the power to change everything. So let's get right into it.
Now, this is the exact question Jesus asked a man who had been sick for decades. It just cuts right through all the noise, doesn't it? It gets right to the heart of everything. So I want to ask it directly to you, right now. Do you truly want to be made whole? And I'm not just talking about being healed from one little thing. I mean completely restored in your mind, in your body, and in your spirit.
You see, the thing is, so many of us, just like that man in the story, we're stuck. We're stuck in this endless waiting game. We're all hanging out by our own personal pool of excuses, waiting for that perfect time, or for someone to come and rescue us, or for all our circumstances to finally line up before we feel like we can get what we really want.
38 years. I mean, just let that number sink in for a minute. The man in this story wasn't just in a little slump. He had spent nearly 4 decades in this condition. That is more than just being stuck. That's a whole lifetime. It just goes to show you how deeply we can get trapped in our own limitations if we're not careful. So, how did he answer? When Jesus asked him, "Do you want to be made whole?" his answer wasn't a simple yes, nope. It was an excuse. He said, "I have no one to help me." He was completely focused on everything happening outside of himself. But here's the kicker. The real issue was never external, it was internal. He had a divided mind, a belief in two powers. He was giving more power to his sickness and to other people than to the one single divine power that could have healed him in an instant.
And this story just perfectly illustrates the core principle we're talking about today. Wholeness doesn't come from the outside. It's not dependent on other people or the economy or waiting for the perfect conditions. True, lasting wholeness, it's an inside job. It always starts from within.
So what is this wholeness we're talking about, really? Well, it's about the daily practice of cleansing your mind from all those negative, limiting beliefs and mastering your reactions to life. It's about standing guard at the door of your mind, because that's where everything begins, both the trouble and the healing. Oh, I love this metaphor. It is so powerful. Just picture a pool of water, right? If it's all turbulent and choppy, any reflection is just a distorted mess. But when that water is perfectly still, it can reflect the stars, the sky, everything, perfectly. It's the exact same with us. Only when our mind and our body are still and at peace can they perfectly reflect the divine health and harmony that is our true God-given nature.
Okay, so that's the principle, that's the what. But what about the how? How do we actually achieve that inner stillness in our day-to-day lives? Well, the key is a simple but incredibly powerful technique called the art of divine relaxation. This whole practice is designed to lower the tension in our lives, and it breaks down into 3 really simple steps. First, you just learn to be physically still. Second, you actively command your subconscious mind to relax. And third, you fill your mind up with a single, powerful thought. That's it!
Now, for step 2, you're going to talk directly to yourself. And I know it might sound a little strange at first, but trust me on this. Whether you're sitting down or lying down, you systematically go through and command each part of your body to relax. You'd actually say, "Subconscious mind of me, relax my eyes," and you just repeat relax and peace until you physically feel that tension let go. Then you move on to your throat, your lungs, your nerves. One by one, you are literally taking authority over your own body.
And then for the final step, once your body is relaxed, you calm your mind with this simple 2-word focus. That's all it is. You just repeat infinite peace over and over and over again. You let that thought completely fill your consciousness until you feel it expressing itself right through you. This is how you literally replace tension with tranquility.
Now, here's the most important part. The crucial point here is consistency. To see real, profound changes in your health and your life, you have to make this a non-negotiable practice. Just aim for 3 times a day for about 15 minutes each time. This is how you train your mind and body to live in a state of peace and power.
And this practice, it leads us to the final, empowering promise of all of this. And it is this: you get to choose what you feed with your attention. See, whatever you focus on, it grows. So you can either feed your faith or you can feed your fears. The choice is always, always yours. So the choice becomes crystal clear, doesn't it? We have to consciously make a decision to stop feeding the symptoms, the fears, the what-ifs, because dwelling on a problem only gives it more life and more power. Instead, we have to deliberately feed our faith in God. We fill our minds with ideas of health and strength and peace, focusing on that unlimited power that's already inside of us.
Please remember this fundamental law of life. Your mind is a magnifier. It's like a giant magnifying glass. Whatever you give your attention to, your mind will enliven it, enlarge it, and empower it. This is why it is so dangerous to dwell on problems, but it's so incredibly powerful to dwell on the perfection of God. You are literally creating your reality with your focus.
And if you ever feel overwhelmed by a challenge, by a symptom, by some negative circumstance, I want you to remember this declaration. When you align yourself with the one infinite power, you are more powerful than any problem you could ever face. You and God, you are the majority. There is absolutely nothing that can stand against you.
So let's end with this powerful affirmation. I want you to say it with me and really carry it with you today. Today, you are no longer the person waiting by the pool. You are answering the question. Yes, you will be made whole. So say it. Today, I rise. I walk in wholeness. I am present with the Lord.